if I ask you 3 steps to start a business, what would you say by intuition?
Need money.
Okay, money is important. What else?
Have an idea.
Have an idea, very good. And a third one?
Get a solution of a problem.
Okay, but it would be more or less the idea, but maybe finding the problem, okay? I would say that these are the 3 conventional steps to start a business. So today I'm going to talk about something very different. I'm not going to talk about money, I'm not going to talk about ideas, and I'm not going to talk about problems. First step, why? Why? Okay? 3 steps. The first step is why. Why are you starting a business? Why are you choosing this path? You detected an opportunity, a problem. You didn't find a job and you decided to start a business. You are tired of your boss. There are a lot of motivations to start a business. And if someday you want to start a business, I would ask you that you know why are you starting a business and that you are very honest with this answer. When you are honest, then it's harder to sustain the difficulties that are in the entrepreneurship path. If it's for money, for me it's perfectly fine. But I would say, answer yourself honestly to this question. My why, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about myself. So here, it was myself last year in the Mobile World Congress pitching my idea. So you see that for me, being an entrepreneur is this. But for me, being an entrepreneur is also, when I was 16 years old, I created a newspaper in my town and I got a prize for that. So for me, this is also being an entrepreneur. Creating something new, something that impacts in your community. That's my definition. It doesn't mean that it has to be yours. When I traveled for the first time alone to Thailand when I was 20 years old, I was also being an entrepreneur. Starting a new journey with difficulties, planning, having a limited budget, having fears of being alone. Okay? For me, I was being an entrepreneur too. This is in last year's class, so every time I take a new group, I'm being an entrepreneur too. Because I need to know you, to adapt to you, and to help you to achieve your learning goals. Here is more related to what I do. Okay? I teach kids the skills and the abilities to be entrepreneurs. So this would be more related to this, to the business that I have. And this next year, I'm getting married. So for me, this is a huge project that I'm going to have too. Okay? So I'm being an entrepreneur here too. That's my definition of being an entrepreneur. Starting new journeys, taking risks, giving up to things. If I get married, I give up to a lot of things. Steve Jobs defined being an entrepreneur that if you don't build your dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs. This is their definition, and I know a lot of entrepreneurs that works for others, that are intra-entrepreneurs. Okay? So this is Steve Jobs' definition. Some people share this sentence because they connect with their why, with his why. But it doesn't mean that it has to be your why. Was always like that. And for me, that's where it is important talking to you. Because for me, my 20s, now I'm 30 years old, my 20s have been a path of transformation, of self-discovery. I started working in Deloitte, that is a big multinational, a big consulting firm. Then I worked for Estrella Damm in the digital transformation department. I was also a consultant. So this maybe was the life that my parents, my family expected for me. I was 25 years old and I was having a lot of stability, a very good salary compared to friends of mine. But I wasn't aligned with my why. Even if I was very happy, I had a very good team, I learned a lot. I don't regret having taken that path because I was discovering. That's why I say that for me, that like the 20s have been a path of discovery. It means that sometimes we don't know our whys. And if you don't know your whys, it's completely normal. Second step, drivers. Can you guess what drivers are? What drives you? Okay? And for me, drivers will help you to know what you want to do. Okay, once I know that I want to be an entrepreneur because then it's okay, in what I create a business. Because I want to be an entrepreneur, but then what I do. I appreciated flexibility. And this doesn't mean that flexibility needs to be important for you. but you need to know what drives you in life. And for me, freedom drives me in life. I want flexibility, I want freedom. Education. I had studied business. I was working on innovation. I wanted to work in education. I taught in the university, and I knew that I liked teaching in the university. I realized of a lot of things when I worked in education. I asked here, students of first year, what are you doing here? Why did you choose this degree? And some of them, I'm not going to tell you who, told me, descarte, like, because there was anything else available, okay? I saw like this thing that I think that is very normal. Going to a class and 50% of the people in the class, they don't know why they are here, or they have doubts, or they are here because they have been influenced by their parents. So I thought we need to start earlier in the path of self-knowledge. And that's why I created StartKidsUp, where kids start working on projects that are aligned with their interests. And then it's easier for them when they start growing up to know what they want to do with their life. How I did to go from here to where I wanted. First of all, I want to say that I quitted my job and I didn't know what to do with my life, okay? My parents told me that I was crazy, all my family said that I was crazy, but I knew that I needed like to pause my mind and not jump on something else or inventing something else. So I was 3 months doing nothing. Well, nothing, yoga, eating well, walking, seeing my friends. Like just that, like just being. And it was then when I realized, when I thought of this idea of a StartKidsUp. So let's go with the third step. First step, the why. Second step, the drivers. What do you want to do when you decide that you are an entrepreneur? The how. How we do it. You need, once you decide you want to start your own business, you need to make a difference, okay? You need to make something different. If you are going to do the same that is offered in the market, you are not offering that much value. You are going to like take a share from your competitors, but I think that even if you do something that already exists, try to do something different. Try to put your personal brand. Once you know what you're going to do, in my case, I wanted to teach entrepreneurship to kids in order for them to develop key life skills. Then you need to start doing. And this is like something that a lot of entrepreneurs fail in. That they have their idea, they create their Instagram account, they create a perfect web page. No. Start doing is go to potential clients and check if they are willing to pay for what you are proposing. Because normally when you do this, most of the times, they are not willing to pay. I'm going to explain you what happened to me. I started organizing workshops in co-working spaces for families. Families didn't come, okay? They came at the beginning because it was free, but when I put it a price, it wasn't attractive for them that their kids did entrepreneurship. I invested like 6,000 euros in a very nice landing page and in Google Ad campaigns and Instagram campaigns. And I captured 0 leads, okay? 0 people were interested. This is where you need to be flexible, have instinct, okay? And also have patience. Because I could have given up at that time, but no, I started thinking, I know that what we are proposing is good. Where can we make it fit? And then I started talking to schools, okay? And it was in the schools where I started finding that people listen to me. That's why it's very important to know to whom you are selling. We started like that. And now, 1 year later, we are starting to work with families. But we have needed some time of how to communicate the proposal to the schools and how to communicate the proposal to the families. So then you need also patience to test if you are doing has sense or not. If you are not patient, and I think that maybe younger generations, and I include myself, is something that we need to work on, like patience. We need to be patient. Business requires being patient. And I have a gift for you. Okay, I told you the 3 steps, but now I'm going to give you 9 more, okay? But very fast. First step of the 9 second steps. Listen, don't obey. Another thing where I failed, it was trusting people that had been successful entrepreneurs for many years. They are successful entrepreneurs of their own business, but you're the one who faces your business day by day. So you need to, at the end, listen, but then you do whatever you think that you need to do. Be flexible, what I was saying, okay? If something doesn't work the first time, the second, the third, the fourth, be flexible and adapt. It's not about you, it's about the people you're helping. Be critical with criticism. Critics affect a lot. You also need to think why this person is criticizing and taking the part that helps you to continue growing about the critic. Believe in you, and this looks so easy. But I think that if you don't believe in you, it's very hard to continue. Because then when you find something in the process, a difficulty, you think that you are not worthy, and it's not that. It's that what you're proposing, it doesn't end matching the need. But it's not about you, okay? So you need to believe in you, your talent, and knowing that if something gets wrong, you will find something else, okay? Then connect, and I think that this is very important. Now you're meeting a lot of people new in the university. I think that you don't know the value of this connection. You're going to be 4 years together, you have been 4 years together, opportunities to each other, clients, and jobs, okay? So connect. And connect authentically, because then I think that when you connect, when you're open, when you're generous, good things happen. There, you need to be brave, okay? You need to be brave to be an entrepreneur. And for example, now we are facing the next phase of my startup. My startup is already making money. We are in this path that we need to take the next step, that is investing more money to go farther. Never stop learning. I know if you have this mentality that you're in the university and 4 years and I'm over. I think that this is over. You need to be in the university of life forever, and knowing that when you start working, maybe you start working in a tourism company where they ask you to update their webpage. So then you need to take a UX course, no? Something more specific that they won't teach you in the university. It's necessary. For example, now that my team is growing, I know that I need to take some course on leadership, okay? Even if I'm a leadership teacher, but now I need some different kind of leadership. Resist, okay? A lot of difficulties will happen, a lot, okay? For example, these last 2 days, I have slept very bad because of the business. This hadn't happened to me because I'm growing, and you need to take hard decisions, okay? So you need to resist. Don't forget to enjoy the ride, okay? And this is for you that you are starting a new degree. I hope that you enjoy the ride, and that means enjoying this quarter, and then this course, and then the rest of the years. The summary of everything, okay? The 3 basic steps and unconventional that for me you need to start a business. And then the 9 others that I give you to start a business, and I think that to be happy and successful in life, I think that they align. I like that you take pictures. Do you have any questions? And follow us on StartKidsUp. Of course.